guys, what is up? It is Sophie. Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing my prom get ready with me. So it is currently 3:11 and prom starts at 7, but I need to be ready by around like 6:30 so that I can start taking pictures. If you've watched my videos before, you can probably tell I'm a little bit tanner. My hands are tragic. I know. I'm gonna fix that before I go. They look so bad right now. I'm tanner than usual right now, and that's because I did fake tan last night. I used the St. Tropez Express bronzing mousse, and this is only my second time ever putting on fake tan, so like of course I was gonna mess up a little bit, and that's what this is. So the things I'm going to be doing in this video are my makeup and my nails. And for my nails, I'm doing fake nails that I do myself. If you want to see the full process of how to do these nails, then you can check out one of my last few videos. I'll link it at the end of this one about how to do fake nails for super cheap. For the base color, I'm doing like a nudish light tan color to match my dress, which is like nude and gold. And on top, I'm doing gold sparkles. So let's do that right now. Okay, so now it is time to do some makeup. This is not the most ideal angle right now, but it's what we're working with. So I have my mirror over here, and I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and telling you guys what I'm doing. First step I'm gonna be doing is curling my lashes. This is just, you know, my daily first step. I think it's a lot easier to curl your eyelashes when your face is just completely bare. Next, I'm going to put on some primer, and I have this sample from Sephora of the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I really wanted to try this because it's really good for dry skin, which is my type of skin. I'm just going to dot this around my face. Honestly, it all came out so fast. This is probably a little bit too much, but it feels more like a moisturizer than a primer right now, which it has a really weird scent to it too. It kind of tastes like, smells like coconut, which is what it says. It says it has coconut water. Yeah, I guess it has like kind of a coconut scent, but there's something else that doesn't smell super good. Okay, not sure what I'm supposed to do with this now. I really don't like how this was created because, I used the tiniest amount. Like, this is definitely has a few times of use in it, so not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to leave it to the side for now, I guess. And next up, I'm going to be doing my eyes while all of this primer sinks in, and I usually like to do eyes first so that if I make a mistake, I don't have to like, you know, mess up the foundation or concealer around the eye. The two palettes I'm going to be using are the Modern Renaissance palette and the Chocolate Bar palette. They're pretty much my go-to makeup palette. For eyeshadow primer, I'm using my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. You know, I use this in every single makeup video, so yeah. This has lasted me a long time. Honestly, it might be expired, but I also don't have the money to buy new ones, so we're just gonna use this. It's literally not even, like maybe I've used 25–30% of it. There's a lot left, which is nice because it lasts a long time and it works well. Not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to put all of this on when I have a light shining this way but not shining this way. Now I'm gonna set my eyes with Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette, and honestly this, okay, good. It looks like it had a little bit of shimmer in it, but it doesn't, so that's good. Next up, I'm going to be using a little bit of Salted Caramel from the Chocolate Bar palette, which is this shade right here. It's kind of a orangey brown. Like I said before, my dress is gold, so I am going to do a sort of gold eye look. Okay, so next I'm going to be using a tiny bit of milk chocolate, which is more of a neutral brown shade from this palette. And then I'm going to use a tiny bit of Semi-Sweet, which is a darker brown. Also, forgot to mention I'm not a beauty guru. I kind of don't know what I'm doing, but just, you know, doing my best. When I had my winter formal in sophomore year, I got my makeup done and I paid, actually my mom probably paid for it, but still, like $50 to get my makeup done at MAC, and I hated what they did. Like, no offense to MAC, but that was just not the look. Like, I came in with a picture, like I wanted like kind of natural, you know, like smoky eye type look, and they gave me something completely different from what I asked. Super cakey makeup, like they didn't even bother asking me what my skin type was or anything like that. So the guy is putting on this super full coverage foundation that was really bad for dry skin, and then put on so much powder, and he was like, the powder isn't sticking to your face, I wonder why. And I was like, oh yeah, I have really dry skin. And he was like, well, and he just, you know, he left me. He didn't do contour or highlight or anything, and yeah, definitely would not recommend, if you're gonna get your makeup done, going to MAC. Honestly, like, if you really can't do it yourself, or you don't know someone who can do it for you, who you like trust, then maybe just try somewhere like Sephora, because they might do a better job. Now I'm going back to my Modern Renaissance palette, and I am going to be using the shade Primavera, which is a gold shade. It is so pretty, and because I want this to just be like really high impact glowy, I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I'm just going to be spraying it so that it really just looks so nice. Oh yes, I love this color so much. So this is my first year going to the actual prom in my town. You might have seen my winter formal get ready with me from this year. That is pretty much similar to prom in that everyone gets dressed up, looks nice and stuff, but it's run through a town club and not specifically the school. And basically, to go, the girls have to do 25 hours of community service, and that's really crazy. It's a lot of work to get to go, and then the guys can only go if they are asked. So that's how it works. Honestly, I think it's a really stupid and outdated system. Like, you know, I think doing community service is a great idea, but I don't think it should be open specifically to one gender. I think that's, I mean, it's 2018, like, you know, that's just not how the world works anymore. So I think in the coming years, hopefully that tradition will change, because it's just really stupid in my opinion. Let's talk about dresses now while I do my eyeliner. Actually, I might not be able to talk very well while I'm doing eyeliner. Or should I move on first? No. Okay, we're gonna do eyeliner right now. If I can talk, no, I'm not gonna be able to talk while I do this, but after we're gonna talk about prom dresses, because I got some opinions on that, so. Oh, and I didn't say I'm using the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in black. And I picked this up right before my winter formal this year in the beginning of December, and it's June now, or yeah, it's June, and this is still working super well, so. Okay, so I just finished my eyeliner, and I think it looks really good. It's not super even, I guess, but I think it looks really good. So eyeliner is done. Now I'm going to do some mascara because I am going to be wearing fake eyelashes. But you know, you want some mascara just so that it blends better with the eyelashes. So the mascara I'm using is the Falsies Push Up Angel by Maybelline, and the brush is so weird, but I've gotten used to it at this point, so it's not like too weird for me. But yeah, it's definitely, if you can see, it's a little comb type brush, and yeah, definitely not for everyone. Okay, so now I'm gonna quickly do my tight line under my lashes. And for this, I'm using the Sephora eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. And this is in the color Glitter Brown because I wanted dark brown. I used to just wear dark brown. I just put way too much up there. So now that all of that is out of the way, we are going to do some brows. And while I do my brows, I'm finally going to talk about prom dresses because, okay, so my winter formal, you know, I'm talking about my winter formals a lot because that's just the only experience I've had with formal dances. But my winter formal 2 years ago, my first one when I was a sophomore, like I said, I paid $50 to get my makeup done, and I picked out a dress from Free People that was $250, and I loved this dress. I loved the colors. It was like blue and pink design short dress, and it was cute. Like, I really liked it. I live in a very like privileged, wealthy town, so you know, everyone around me is buying super expensive dresses, and so I at the time didn't really know about places where I could buy cheaper dresses. So of course I was just going to places like Bloomingdale's and Lord & Taylor and, you know, all those places looking for dresses because I was like, oh, this is where most people get them. Like, where else am I supposed to get like a nice fancy dress? And so I was looking at Free People one day, and all of their dresses are like, all of their formal dresses are like $200 to plus dollars. It's super expensive there, and I just fell in love with that dress, and there was only like a few left in my size. And like, when you know, when you go to a website, you pick out something and then you click on the size and it's like 3 left or something. That's what this said. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna quickly buy it, and I bought it. Stop auto-focusing off of my face, please. There. So I bought it, and they sent me the wrong color because they ran out of the blue and pink. And I was really upset because I was like, well, I just wanted the blue and pink, like what else am I supposed to do? They sent me in like all white dress, and I'm like, hello, have you seen me? I am literally a polar bear. Like, I blend into a white wall. I cannot wear white. And you know, at this time I didn't know about fake tanning. I was terrified of spray tans because everyone always gets spray tans and turns out being orange. I was like, you know, I'm so pale, I don't want that happening to me. I ended up sending that dress back, and they were like, well, we'll give you $50 off if you want to reorder something. So I was like, okay, you know what? And I got the same dress, but I got it in like this coral pinkish red color and black. And you know, it was cute, it was nice, it was big on me, it did not fit me well. It was not like the most flattering thing I could have found, and I still paid so much money for it, even though I did get a discount. Still just such a ridiculous price for a dress that I'm only gonna wear once. for my winter formal this year, I was like, I'm not, oh my gosh, it's focusing on Marina's face, okay? No, I am the face you need to focus on. It's me. So I was like, I'm definitely not going to be spending a lot of money again. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. For winter formal this year, I got a dress for $60 online. And I wore shoes that I already had. I did my own makeup and my own hair, so that I really just saved a lot of money. And for prom this year, I definitely spent a little bit more money because I got new shoes, but I got a dress for $70, which is honestly such an amazing price. I'm so bad at doing my brows. And I love, this is my favorite dress that I've gotten so far for anything. Like, I love it so much, and you know, I'm definitely gonna save it for the future just in case I ever have an event where I could wear it. In college, I want to join a sorority, so for sorority formals and stuff, this would be a dress that I could wear. The website I got my dress from this year is White Fox Boutique, and it's an Australian boutique, and they just have some really cute stuff. They don't have a ton of different formal dresses yet. I think they should definitely add more. Some of the stuff on their website is overpriced in my opinion, but their formal dresses are actually priced super reasonably. Yeah, the other sites that I would recommend, Showpo, which is where I got my dress for my winter formal. My stepsister, who I'm bringing to prom with me because we live in different towns, she got her dress from Showpo, and my other stepsister, who is a senior and going to prom in her town, got her dress from Showpo too. Showpo has a huge selection of dresses, and they're all like pretty inexpensive. I don't think any of the dresses go beyond like $70 or $80, so I would definitely recommend checking them out. This is not a sponsored video, even though I sound like it's sponsored, it's not. I wish. Like, I love their clothes so much. And they're also Australian. Online Australian boutiques just have some really great stuff. If you want to hear some more sites, just let me know, and maybe I can just do a whole video because I have a huge list on my phone with a ton. Let me know if you want to see that. Even though prom season is kind of over in most places, my brows are as good as they're gonna get. So now I'm gonna do my face and foundation and everything. So the foundation I'm using today is the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this is in shade 5 Warm Beige. And I've heard really good reviews about this, but they don't have a shade. Actually, they might have one now. I remember they introduced some lighter shades into this collection, but they used to not have a shade that's pale enough for me normally, so I had never been able to try it out. And this one is, I think, a little bit dark. It's not the perfect shade for me with my tan, but I have another foundation that I can mix in if I need to that's a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to blend this all out. I'm just gonna do this so that I can see better. This dries pretty fast, so you have to blend out fast, and wow. I'm so bad at blending foundation when you have to blend fast. Like, I just can't. I can't do it. It looks a tiny bit orangey. My legs are like super tan though. Like, the rest of my body besides my face and neck and chest is like really tan. Because just the self tanner does not stick very well to any part to my face and chest, and I've read online that that's because the pores are different. The pores are like smaller or something, so you know, it makes sense, but it's annoying. So I just went into my bathroom and it does not look too orangey. It actually looks like a pretty good match, which is good. It's very hard to tell in CVS your correct shade is with any kind of foundation, just because the lighting and everything, you know. Proud of myself for getting this right. Only took 2 times. I bought another foundation and it just ended up not being the right shade. It ended up being too light. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go and fix some little spots I missed. And I'm just gonna put a tiny bit on my neck because blending down to your neck is important. So now I'm going to do concealer, and that foundation says it's like foundation and concealer, but this concealer is a little bit lighter, and also I have really dark under eye circles, so it takes a lot to really get them covered up. But this is a little bit lighter because I want that area to be brightened up as much as possible. Uh-oh, this is about to run out of space, isn't it? So we are switching it up a little bit, and I'm going to be filming the rest of this on my phone because both of the cards that I have for my camera ran out of space. So the concealer that I just used is the MAC Mineralize Concealer in the shade NW20, and it's my mom's old concealer. I did not go out and buy a tan concealer shade when I normally use this from Tarte, which, as you can see, is very different. I'm not going to do powder because the one that I originally got is, as you can see, just a little bit too light, and I'll definitely, you know, be able to use this during the summer once my tan is fading a little bit, but it just doesn't work right now, so I'm just not going to do any of that. I'm going to skip it. And now we're going to move on to blush, bronzer, highlight, all of that. First up, I'm going to use some blush, and this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in Party, and this was a free with a birthday gift, I think, or something from Sephora. So yeah. Next, I'm using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and this is normally just a little bit too dark for me, but because I am tanner, I can use it. Next thing I'm going to do is highlight, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of my Tarte because I'm going to be doing a little bit of this Tarte highlighter in the shade Stunner. It's the Amazonian Clay. This is normally a little bit too dark for me, but I think it should work well now that I am tanner, and it does. It works a lot better. Wow, this is so pretty. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Hey guys, so we are almost done. I have to do my inner corner highlight, and I always use the same shade literally every single day for inner corner highlight, and that is from the Chocolate Bar palette, Champagne Truffle down here. It's like a really pretty shiny pink highlight color, and it's just everything. Yeah, you guys can see it glows so freaking much, and it's just so pretty. I wish that they sold this just as highlighter because I would buy it. It would be my go-to highlighter. I am just so in love with it. And I'm going to use this for under my eyebrows too. For lips, I'm just going to be doing some Aquaphor, which is just my go-to lip balm. It just like makes my lips look so shiny and nice, and it actually works. It's not one of those lip balms like Carmex and EOS that, you know, have drying ingredients and stuff. It's just perfect. It's everything. I love it. On top, I'm going to be doing a little bit of the Anastasia lip gloss in Saint Tropez, and I got this as a sample for 100 points from Sephora. It's just really pretty, sparkly pink. And now I have to do fake eyelashes, so I will be right back. Okay, so I actually decided I'm going to be waiting until a little bit later to put my lashes on, just because when I'm doing my hair, I'm going to have to be like flipping over my head a lot, and I just don't want that to mess up the eyelashes or anything, but I will be doing those in a little bit. But first, I'm going to be spraying my all-nighter setting spray on my face because it's finished, so that didn't even get on my face. Okay, this stuff smells so bad, but the eyelashes I will be using later are the Ardell 135, and these are, as you can see, they look kind of small. but this is actually like the perfect size for my eye. I have my wispies in here, and one of them I actually cut to fit my eye, but typically eyelashes are just so long like this, and these ones are just, you don't have to worry about trimming the sides. They just fit right in perfectly, and they're tapered on the ends, which is what I like. And I don't know if you can tell, I've worn them a few times, but I have, I think, worn them like 3 times and they lasted. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit when I'm doing my hair. So